Welcome to this episode of the Simply Financial Podcast. I'm your host, Christopher Calandra, and I want to increase your financial IQ with today's episode. Today, I want to discuss with you a study I recently read. It's from a nonprofit. It's the Transamerica Center for Retirement Studies, and it did this study that was titled 25 Facts About Women's Retirement Outlook. There was a lot of good information in this study, but I want to bring about just a couple that really caught my attention and speak very directly to the work that the team and I do here at Osaic Wealth Management to help clients, including women, get retirement ready, to win with money, and to retire securely with peace of mind. So the first data point I want to share with you is that the greatest fear that women cited in the study was outliving savings. Now, this is pretty common. I've seen other studies that show that's the top worry or fear for both men and women. In this study, 44% of women said it was their biggest concern, outliving money, outliving savings. The next thing I want to point out is that women are guessing, according to this study, women are guessing as to their retirement savings need. Women believe they will need around $500,000 in retirement. Now, if you're listening to this, that might be a lot of money. And for many of you, that's probably not a lot. But thematically, I want you to stay with me. 52% of women who cited $500,000 arrived at this number by guessing. This was pretty jarring to me as a certified financial planner. That's not the type of number I want. Moving on, only about 17% of women used a retirement calculator, completed a worksheet, or use any planning tool, which again reinforces that they're just guessing. And then two more data points, and then I'll talk about what this means and what my message is for you today. Only 1 in 4 women have a written retirement plan, and fewer than 1 in 3 use a financial advisor. Both of those numbers are less than men cite. So women are using retirement tools, having written plans, and using financial advisors at lower rates than men. I think this is an unhealthy situation. Women, just like men, just like couples, families, will benefit from working with financial advisors and using a variety of tools at the advisor's disposal to help them prepare for retirement, including determining how much assets they'll need, where they can get income from, what their spending might be, factor in things like inflation and taxes and change of residences. There's a gazillion variables that go into this. The team and I here at Osaic Wealth Management, and I would say generally most high quality financial planning, financial advisory firms can do this work, but I'll speak highly about the work that we do for our clients, helping them on this subject, this incredibly important life event, is we bring a lot of expertise and have a ton of communication with our clients to get them ready for retirement. We call it the home stretch, which is usually about 10 years out from expected retirement. And we have a lot of tools at our disposal, powerful software to help us help our clients so that when they get to retirement age, they are not guessing like the study indicates so many women are doing, and that they are putting pen to paper. I know that's an old-fashioned term, but they do have a written plan using analytics and tools that are prevalent today that they can tap into. Granted, women, just like men, can do this on their own, but clearly the study shows that they're not, and they're not using financial advisors, which is fine if somebody wants to do it themselves, okay. But if the do-it-yourself community is then guessing on how much money they need for retirement, I think that is a double whammy and leads to, if not mistakes, suboptimal results as women try and plan out their retirement. So this is a bit of a commercial for what work financial advisors do generally and what the team and I do at Elliott Wealth Management specifically. So if you're listening to this and you're a client of ours and you're a woman, or I'll even open it up to men and be generous, check with us if you haven't done so already. I imagine there aren't many of you to help us work on your retirement plan. More importantly, if you know someone in your life that you care about, a family member, a neighbor, friend, coworker, who you think are guessing and are not putting in the work and getting the help they need so that they can have a better chance at a secure retirement, then please direct them our way. We would love to speak with them and hopefully help them plan out a better retirement than they would do otherwise. So thanks for listening on today's episode of the Simply Financial Podcast. Again, I'm your host, Christopher Calandra. I'll be back with you on the next episode of the Simply Financial Podcast very soon. In the meantime, they could go to our website, elliottwealth.com, sign up for a complimentary consultation. Thanks again for listening. Have a great day.
The views expressed are not necessarily the opinion of Osaic Wealth, Inc., and should not be construed directly or indirectly as an offer to buy or sell any securities mentioned herein. Investing is subject to risks, including loss of principal invested. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. No strategy can assure a profit nor protect against loss. Please note that individual situations can vary. Therefore, the information should be relied upon when coordinated with individual professional advice. Please note, the information being provided is strictly as a courtesy. When you link to any of the websites provided here, you are leaving this website. We make no representation as to the completeness or accuracy of information provided at these websites. Nor is the company liable for any direct or indirect technical or system issues or any consequences arising out of your access to or your use of third-party technologies, websites, information, and programs made available through this website. When you access one of these websites, you are leaving our website and assume total responsibility and risk for your use of the websites you are linking to. Securities and advisory services are offered through Osaic Wealth, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC. Insurance services offered through Elliott Wealth Management Services, LLC, not affiliated with Osaic Wealth, Inc.